Hi everybody, this is Kathy. Welcome back. A few days ago, I put up this video on my other channel called Curious Souls, and it is called Out of the Blue. Eric and Patrick have a new theory about Lorraine's hand signal, and they showed it to APS. Now, as you guys know, that Eric and Patrick have been pushing this theory that when Lorraine points to her forehead, it meant that BJ was hitting her in the head with a shoe. And then Patrick had an idea that maybe she said baby, and that means Timmy. And so they put their heads together and decided that Lorraine's trying to point to her forehead to tell Eric and Patrick that her baby is being hit with the shoe in the head. And that's what this video is about. I will put the link to this video. Okay, well, since I've made that video, I came across this little clip here. And it's kind of a short video, but it had 800,000 views. And this is off of Patrick Rourke's Facebook. And this is a clip, a short reel on Facebook that shows Eric and Lorraine speaking for the first time, because this is the end of June. It was Eric's first trip to meet the Whitakers, and Eric is speaking with Lorraine for the first time. They're on the porch, as you can see, and I'd say it's probably June 29th or June 30th. It was the very end few days of June where Eric took his first trip to Odd to see the family. Now, I'm going to show you in this trip, he's talking to Lorraine, and it's a very hot day out, and he goes and points out that Lorraine is sweating on her forehead. Let's listen.
I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it?
Look at the look on his face. Yeah, he just pointed to the forehead and said, it's hot, isn't it?
You feeling okay today? I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is.
See that?
I see you sweating. Yeah, it's
Yep,
hot,
right there. See that? Points to her forehead, says, yes, it's hot. I see you sweating. She points to her forehead. He points to his forehead with that crazy look on his face. Okay, we're going to watch it again. And by the way, remember, this is the first time he met Lorraine. So basically, Eric is teaching her that pointing at the forehead, pointing out her sweat and how hot she is. So she probably thinks this is a signal for being hot.
It is. Feeling okay today? I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is.
See that? And what do you think the name of this video is? Now remember, this is on Patrick's Facebook. And Eric and Patrick are both in charge of this. So Eric says to her, signals to the forehead, points to the forehead, as you saw. What do you think the name of this video is? The name of this video is Lorraine Said She's Hot. Okay, right there. Patrick posted it, and Eric acted it out. So both Patrick and Eric knows that when she points to the forehead, it means she's hot. Lorraine said she's hot. All right, so they both are well aware what that pointing to the forehead means.
I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the first time they meet, pointing to the forehead means it's hot. I'm sweating. And they even titled it, Lorraine Said She's Hot. So that's what that means. And that's the way it was until Eric claimed that there was abuse going on inside the home. And then he starts talking like this.
I asked her numerous times. I never was with her long to ask, but I said, "Is that a bee sting?" No. Yeah. There was some stuff going on, and I still don't know what Lorraine was trying to tell me with her head. I asked her numerous times. I never was with her long to ask, but I said, "Is that a bee sting?" No. Yeah.
No, Eric, it means she's hot, because that's what you told her it meant. Now, people are wondering if maybe she's trying to tell them that she has a headache. Now, even though this video here has 800,000 views, it was very early on when most people weren't watching. I wasn't watching this when, Patrick's Facebook in June. So probably most people don't remember or didn't see it. But in this one right here, like I said, it says Lorraine says she's hot. Pointing at the forehead, she thinks it means hot because I just showed you Eric pointed to her forehead, and this is what they say. This is what Eric says. You're hot. You're sweating. It's hot. And since Eric said it and Patrick posted it on his Facebook, both of them are very well aware what that means, that it's hot. But here we go. Like I said, some people are saying maybe she has a headache. Oh no, they need to turn it into a horrible case of abuse where Lorraine, Timmy, and Ray need to be removed from the home. So they're turning the pointing to the forehead into that Lorraine is being hit in the head with a shoe by BJ. And Patrick's going along with it because remember, they had them papers filled out to get Timmy.
Me and Lorraine have a bond, guys. And for some reason, when I see her thing is this. And then we start talking. That's how she starts out every conversation.
Okay, that's how she starts out every conversation. Maybe because she's hot and you told her this is what it means. The very first time you met, this is what you said. The first time you met her.
I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is.
Yeah, that's how she probably would start the conversation, tell you it's hot out. Since you said it, told her, made a video about it, and Patrick uploaded this video labeling it Lorraine said she's hot. So yeah, we would, I guess, all assume that this means she's hot. Because Eric pointed out the sweat on her forehead. But since they're now trying to build a case of abuse in the home of the Whitakers, and particularly against Lorraine, Timmy, and Ray. Now the pointing at the forehead has become something else. He's going to say, no, not a headache. They're going to pretend like they're trying to figure it out. And yep, they have figured it out that she's getting hit in the head with a shoe. And Patrick goes along with it.
And Larry have both swore at some point in time. See Angela Ferrari, $10. Thank you. Greg Regula is Lorraine going to a doctor for her headaches. So yes, sorry, well, what I'm told, yes, and let's go.
And by the way, Lorraine goes to the doctor once a month with Timmy and Betty. Well, they did for their heart problems and checkups and med refills. So they already were going to the doctor every month.
Yes, sorry, well, what I'm told, yes, and let's go through this. I have been asked this so many times. Obviously, me and Lorraine have a bond, guys. And for some reason, when I see her thing is this, and then we start talking, that's how she starts out every conversation. Betty and Larry have both swore at some point in time she got stung by a bee. She did it today when Adult Protection Services in the state was there.
And so he's showing the adult protection that she's pointing at her forehead, which means she's being abused. That's what Eric's explanation is. Even though they know darn well it means that she's hot. Because he's the one who told her that.
I will say, when she did that, and that's, they said that's where she got stung by a bee. I said, Lorraine, is that where you got stung by a bee? She said, no. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, that's where you told her it's hot out and she's sweating. Remember, he made a video about it called Lorraine Says She's Hot. Go ahead, Eric, what were you saying?
So I think there's something there she's trying to communicate. And I'm going to keep talking. And unfortunately, the thing that breaks my heart with her and Lorraine is they've got...
Yeah. Now here's another video where, of course, they're telling adult protection that pointing at her forehead means she's being abused. And now Patrick even has more ideas. That not only is Lorraine pointing at her forehead saying she's being hit with the shoe, but also wants to lump Timmy in here because remember, they're trying to get custody of Timmy. So Timmy has to, they want to make sure adult protection thinks he's in danger too. So now remember, they're both well aware that she's pointing at her forehead because of that video with Eric. Patrick uploaded it on his channel. Eric said it and shot the video. Patrick uploaded it. So they're very well aware where this originated from. And go ahead, Patrick. Patrick's got a really good idea. More trouble here.
And in the bed.
More stories.
Where he couldn't see anything.
Trying to shield Timmy and they're trying to shield Timmy from all the drama that they're causing. How noble.
Really messed with them guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something else too. Just a little bit ago, I kind of caught on to it.
Wow, a little bit ago, because their minds are working hard, trying to make it look like they're just all should be taken from the home. But he's got a new idea there. Oh, Eric's all for it. Look at him. All right, go ahead, Patrick. Something just came to him a little bit ago. He just got onto it. What, Patrick? Tell us.
After finding out, everything that has taken place and happened.
Oh, and by the way, now Patrick admits that there was no abuse. BJ never hit anybody. And he also admits that BJ was the scapegoat for their little scam here. I'm sorry, Patrick. Go ahead. What were you saying? That you just noticed?
A lot of what Lorraine is trying to put out there, I think that she knows something too.
Well,
wow, onto something here.
I'll put it out here in a little bit. I was watching it on my way back over here.
He's watching his own videos driving back over to the Airbnb. Okay.
When I got down there after BJ was escorted out, and I went to talk to Lorraine, what do you think she did?
Called you baby?
No.
Pointed at her head. Wow, pointed at her head.
Pointed at her head again.
She knows about him getting hit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Wow, they came. Now remember, these are the same two that came up with the fake eviction notice that Patrick now admits was fake. These are the same two that came up with the story of the ring cam and BJ tormenting anybody that he says now is fake. These are the same two that came up with the abuse stories that Patrick now says were lies. And these are the same two that used BJ as a scapegoat, and now Patrick admits she was a scapegoat. And these were all lies. Go ahead, what were you saying?
YouTube commenter last night, I forget what her name is, when I saw it, I was like, whoa. She's like, because she's been trying to tell me every time I come down here, every time I see you. And she was letting me know.
Oh, wait. Eric, what was she doing?
Every time I see you.
Oh, that's what she's doing. Okay.
She was letting me, they hit Timmy in the head.
Oh.
She loves you down here every time I see you.
Yeah. Oh.
And she was letting me know they hit Timmy in the head.
Oh.
She loves her son.
Wow.
Yeah, because if you watch her, whenever she does that, she'll say babe.
Yeah. And she wants to tell you so bad. I honestly think, Patrick, I'm getting closer and closer to Lorraine being able to tell me more. And
Wow.
You know,
Hear that,
as
Patrick?
soon as I'm down there and you'll see it in the video, and Lorraine looks at me and does this, you hear Larry say, she's trying to tell you she got teeth stuck. She got stung on the head. There she goes again. Yeah, I don't think that's what Lorraine's trying to tell.
No, absolutely not. Because I go down there almost every single day and nobody ever mentioned anything about a bee sting, so that's crap.
Yeah, that's a crap story because nobody told Patrick about a bee sting. Wait a minute, you guys. You said that this means Lorraine is hot. Do you understand the lies here now? Now that Patrick has admitted this is all BS? You know, it's unfortunate that Patrick hasn't gone to the authorities and to adult protection and tell them that this was all a bunch of lies in order to get your way. Patrick hasn't told the authorities or APS that BJ was used as a scapegoat and this was all made up stuff to get what Patrick and Eric wanted.
And she was letting me know they hit Timmy in the head. I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is. Yeah, you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is. Lorraine have a blind, guys, and for some reason, when I see her thing is this, and then we start talking. That's how she starts out every conversation. I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is. You feeling okay today? I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is. She did it today when Adult Protection Services in the state was there. I will say, when she did that, and that's, they said that's where she got stung by a bee. I said, Lorraine, is that where you got stung by a bee? She said, no. I was like, oh, okay. So I think there's something there she's trying to communicate. I see you sweat. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? Today, there was some stuff going on, and I still don't know what Lorraine was trying to tell me with her head. I asked her numerous times. I never was with her long to ask, but I said, is that a bee sting? No. I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it? It is. I don't know what Lorraine was trying to tell me with her head. And I still don't know what Lorraine was trying to tell me with her head.
Just remember, Patrick uploaded that video and Eric shot it and told Lorraine that means sweating is pointing to your forehead means it's hot. Isn't that right, Patrick? Come up with some good stories though, huh? Enough to get the family taken away. So there you go, the real meaning of Lorraine pointing at her forehead. Patrick uploaded it. Eric did the video. This is when they first met. And it's even titled, Lorraine Said She's Hot. This video had 800,000 views, but it was very early on and either people didn't see it or they forgot about it. But it says right here, Lorraine says she's hot, pointing to the forehead.
I see you sweating. Yeah, it's hot, ain't it?
Yep. And Eric just cannot figure out what she was pointing to her forehead for. I mean, and like I said, now Patrick is even admitting that this was all a bunch of made-up stories. So yeah, hopefully Patrick will maybe someday come clean to the adult protection and help straighten out this mess that he helped create. Anyway, thanks for listening and peace.